It is so fascinating in our present day culture that we're very sophisticated. I mean, we can find information just by Googling it, and we can find most anything we want. But let me give you a concept I've thought a lot about and see what you think. I don't think experience equals wisdom, and I especially would put it into the realm of sexuality. I don't think sexual experience equals wisdom. I remember one young man I was working with who'd been married a year or so, and they came in because their sex life wasn't what it needed to be. And I was just going over things like, well, you know, how do you initiate? How do you take it if she isn't in the mood? How do you really, are you building emotional intimacy because a woman really wants to have emotional intimacy? They aren't going to, you know, feel very sexually close if they don't feel emotionally close. And then I just went into even the physiology of sexuality and was asking him about female anatomy and female orgasms and just being physically adept at stimulating his wife. And I tell you what, gang, that was one of the most woefully ignorant men I'd ever seen. And so I was trying to think through, well, maybe he just had no experience. Maybe he was a physical virgin who was tremendously repressed and just never had thought about sex before he got married. Nope. He had shared to me that he'd had multiple partners before he got married. And it just, once again, made the point when I thought about it, wow, experience does not equal wisdom. And so I was thinking it through even more as from my Christian values standpoint, and I realized that God calls us to be inexperienced, that God really wants us to be involved with only one person, with our Adam, our Eve, with our husband, our wife. And so I was just thinking about my own sexual experience and how I've been married to my Kathy almost 30 years now, and how I've experienced no other woman besides her. We've set such good boundaries, and we have built, if I say so myself, a great sex life. But a lot of that sex life is built on my inexperience and my experience with only one woman, because everyone's unique, and I've had to learn her body and her psyche and her feminine psyche and really to work with it. So I'd encourage you to think about the idea that when you think through, oh my, I'm immature, I haven't had sexual experience, or if I don't have sexual experience, then I'm really going to be in trouble when I get married. No, inexperience usually, if you take the time to get healthy, godly wisdom, reading some good books, talking with some mentors, really thinking through sexuality, I think that can actually lead to a better sex life. And that there's really a part of this that ability to be inexperienced can create the wisdom that can actually make a much better sex life.